What's the craziest thing you've seen a judge do when they lost their temper? I was serving as a juror on what initially seemed like a straightforward DUI case. The defendant had been pulled over with a blood alcohol level twice the legal limit after sideswiping a parked car. It felt like an open and shut situation. By day 3, though, everything started going sideways. The defense attorney began flooding the courtroom with motions, most of them bizarre and borderline nonsensical. He'd interrupt witnesses mid-sentence, objected to things that didn't warrant objections, and even demanded that the judge recuse herself because she looked at his client funny. Judge Hartman had a reputation for being incredibly patient, but each interruption seemed to chip away at that. You could see it, her fingers tightening around the gavel, the slight twitch in her jaw. It was like watching a dam slowly crack. Then it happened. The defense attorney accused the prosecutor of planting evidence. No reason, no basis, just a full-blown accusation out of nowhere. That was the moment something inside Judge Hartman snapped. Her face flushed deep red. Without raising her voice, she simply said, "Approach the bench." Her tone had shifted. It was calm, icy, even dangerous. It gave me chills. The attorney walked up with this smug little grin like he'd just checkmated her. And that's when she did something I'll never forget. She stood up slowly, removed her robe, folded it with care, and placed it on her chair like she was about to leave for the day. "Mr. Peterson," she said, completely composed, "since you seem determined to turn my courtroom into a circus, I'm stepping down from the bench, but not in the way you hoped." Then, to everyone's complete shock, she walked down from the bench, stood beside him, and pulled out her phone. She hit play. Suddenly, the courtroom was filled with the voice of that same defense attorney, coaching his client to lie under oath. Crystal clear, explicit instructions to twist the facts. He was trying to fabricate a timeline, discredit the arresting officer, even mentioned how to trigger a mistrial if things went south. Turns out the judge had received an anonymous tip from the defendant's ex, along with that damning audio clip. The attorney's expression melted from cocky to horrified in seconds. Judge Hartman slipped her robe back on and turned to the bailiff. "Please take Mr. Peterson into custody for contempt of court and witness tampering." The guy exploded, started ranting about illegal recordings, privacy laws, how the whole thing was entrapment. He was completely losing it. But Judge Hartman just smiled, calm, collected, the eye of the storm, and said, "I may have lost my temper, counselor, but you've lost your license." Sure enough, 3 weeks later, the Bar Association disbarred him. The case was dismissed due to mistrial, but a new trial was scheduled almost immediately with a public defender. That second trial lasted 2 days and ended with a guilty verdict. We all knew the outcome would have been the same either way, but man, watching that meltdown unfold, I'll never forget it.